Alabama versus Florida State, a tale of two programs swimming in different pools. The number 8 ranked Alabama Crimson Tide storm into Doak Campbell Stadium like conquering heroes. Their offensive line thicker than a triple stack burger and graded higher than my middle school science fair project that somehow won second place despite being held together with prayer and a little Elmer's glue. Now, these Tide players, they look like they rolled straight out of some football robot factory in Tuscaloosa. Identical builds, identical intensity, identical "we're here to demolish your dreams" expressions. And all the talking heads are singing Alabama's praises louder than a Sunday morning choir. Convinced this Tide squad is the biggest and baddest thing since sliced bread, folks. Nobody, and I mean nobody, expects them to lose to a Florida State team that just went 2-10 against a Florida State team that's been rebuilding longer than most highway construction projects. Now, Nick Saban may have sailed off into the sunset, folks, but Alabama still moves through the college football landscape like a luxury yacht cutting through those choppy waters, smooth, expensive, and leaving everyone else wondering how they afford the fuel. Meanwhile, the Florida State Seminoles, they enter this matchup like that friend who peaked in high school and keeps showing up to reunions in their Letterman jacket, insisting the glory days are just around the corner. Except this time, they might actually be right. Now, the Crimson Tide's new quarterback situation, it's a little mysterious. As a magician's best trick, we know something spectacular is supposed to happen because they're Alabama, but nobody's quite sure how the rabbit gets out of the hat. Without Saban's steady hand, this Alabama squad feels like a Ferrari being driven by someone who just got their learner's permit, folks. Even if everyone's convinced, they're still Dale Earnhardt Jr. And that may be the case, that may not be the case. We'll see. But speaking of bringing friends, Mike Norvell has been rebuilding this program like someone finally finding the missing IKEA instruction after years of frustration, folks. Suddenly, everything clicks into place. The Seminoles' defense has been sharper than a fresh razor, ready to slice through all the Alabama hype like a hot knife through butter, folks. Alabama's robot factory rushing attack may have hit a bump in the road with the loss of their starting running back. So it may not flow as smoothly as they like, but the FSU front seven has been swarming to the ball like bees protecting their hives. Tony White's going to have that defense all over the field tonight, making big hits and big plays. The Seminoles' passing game is primed to catch fire faster than a Florida wildfire, especially against a Tide defense that might be more style than substance. The real X factor tonight, folks, is FSU's home crowd, creating an atmosphere thicker than Alabama humidity combined with the Tide team drunk on their own press clippings and still figuring out their identity without the GOAT on the sidelines, the man Nick Saban. Final prediction, Florida State pulls off the stunner, 28-24 in a game that'll have Seminole fans storming the field like it's 1999. All that Alabama hype crashes down like a house of cards in a hurricane. The Noles will strike early, weather the Tide's inevitable "we're too good to lose" counterpunch, then deliver the knockout blow in the fourth quarter when the Alabama's robot's precision gets short-circuited by Tommy Castellanos in the FSU offense. Sometimes David really does take down Goliath, especially when Goliath shows up expecting a coronation instead of a fight.